So I'm wondering, Sean, because obviously, we have this very specific professional relationship, and I'm wondering if you feel that in your life you have other people, friends, your parents or siblings that you feel you can talk to about these frustrations, that when you feel them mounting, do you feel like you have other people that you can talk to, or is, are our weekly sessions sort of your only outlet for that?
Well, I think that answers in the question.
Sure. I can see that. I guess I'm just, something that I have been tracking during our conversations over the weeks is a sort of reluctance sometimes to open up, or not necessarily with me. I feel like we often do very good work together, but I do feel, I know, like, specifically thinking of your relationship with your mother, I think you've told me that you have some trouble there. Do you think that you've made any progress with her in the time that we've been working together?
Yeah, I mean, obviously my relationship with my mom is complex, but the answer's in the question.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, I think that's very valid. Here's a question. In terms of how these sessions fit into your day-to-day life, is it just another thing you do? It slots in easily among various appointments and meetings and social obligations, or is it sort of, it stands alone, it's removed from the rest of your life, it's kind of an event, a special event, as opposed to just another thing on the calendar?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty busy. I have a lot of obligations, as I think the answer is in the question.
I didn't mean to imply that you weren't very busy. Of course, that's something that I actually would love to talk about right now, is because I think a lot of your anxiety comes from just how busy you are, and I'm wondering, do you have practices to help yourself every once in a while just sort of step back from the tasks of the day and say, okay, Sean, let me do a little bit of self-care here. What can I do to help myself? Do you have any moments where you do that and you step back and you put the pencil down, so to speak, and you take some me time?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when I'm feeling, overwhelmed, I'll just have like a glass of water. That calms me down. I think the answer's in the question.
I can see why. Sure. So, just thinking of, I think that glass of water thing is so healthy too, because it's such a, some people would say, oh, I go and I smoke a cigarette, or I make myself a snack, I go eat a Twinkie, or, I like watch some mindless TV for a little bit, and I think it's so healthy to, have these practices that are good for you physically and emotionally and mentally. Would you say you're a healthy person?
I see what you're getting at. The answer is in the question.
I guess something that I've been wondering for the past few sessions actually is, do you feel as though you are successful?
I mean, according to most of the people around me, I think it's a pretty obvious no. But, I don't know. I think the answer is in the question.
Do you think you've always had the same, in terms of your self-esteem, do you feel like you have always regarded yourself in the same way, or has your self-regard changed over the years? And if you do feel that it has changed over the years, how would you say, when would you say that it changed?
Well, I've always been a little heavy. So that's been a constant. I guess my self-esteem is probably pretty low. I guess I feel a little aimless sometimes. I don't really know what to believe in. But I mean, I really think the answer is in the question.
I wonder, in terms of your feeling aimless, how does it make you feel to even say, I feel aimless?
Aimless? I guess. But isn't the answer in the question?
It might be, it might be. I'm just always interested in really sort of plumbing the depths of, obviously this is a process, and I think it's important not only to go through the process of talking, but also to go through the process of investigating the act of talking and investigating the act of analysis, in addition to being in analysis. And aimless is just such an evocative word to me, I think, especially given what I've learned about you, I want to change tacks a little bit. Pardon the pun about aimlessness. And changing tacks. I wonder if you're feeling hopeful about I'm just having a brain fart right now. Damn it. I would like to sort of change tacks here. If you'll pardon the pun about aimlessness and changing tacks. When you wake up in the morning, do you have a routine that you do every day? I'm not even sure this is actually unrelated to aimlessness. Do you have a routine that you do every day for yourself?
Well, I get the tax pun because I sail sometimes. I make my bed every morning. I think that gets things off to a good start. It says I can do this one thing well. So why can't I do other things well? Once I make my bed, I like, well, you know what? I mean, what I'm thinking now is that the answer is in the question.
How much pride do you take in being able to do one thing well?
The answer is in the question.
From your answer, I extrapolate that you take quite a lot of pride in that one act. And I just want to, first of all, just say I think that's great and so healthy. And so I want to take a moment to commend you for that.
Thanks.
Of course. I wonder if you feel there are other tasks you can give yourself that aren't necessarily easy, but are, things that you can succeed at consistently, that have to happen at different hours of the day. I have to succeed at, checking the mailbox. I have to succeed at watering my plants. And if that small act might give you sort of little boosts of, hey, I did something all throughout the day, does that seem like something you could possibly enact?
I make a really good Eggs Benedict.
That's great.
I once learned how to make a cubano.
Have you shared that ability with anybody?
The answer's in the question.
Well, I think those are two really good things. And, I've always maintained, I think a fun thing to do for yourself is to not restrict breakfast foods to being eaten just at breakfast time. I think an Eggs Benedict for dinner would be really fun. And I think would make you feel successful to make a really good Eggs Benedict in the evening. And maybe spice things up and make a cubano for breakfast. Do those feel like small acts of success that you could guarantee yourself? And do you feel like those would help, give you a little boost of endorphins or just pride that might help you then face some sort of larger challenges that come up over the course of the day?
Well, I know that food is related to a boost in endorphins. So in that sense, yes. But the answer is in the question.
Good. I really think you've made so much progress, Sean. I think, even in the last month of these conversations, of our sessions, I think you're really, I feel like you're on a good track. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, my night tremors stopped.